Hello again, everyone. YouTube actually removed the original version of this video due to my intro, even though the intro was just a few snippets of Selena Gomez's speech that she gave back at the AMAs in 2016. They claimed that it was copyright material, even though I know that award acceptance speeches are free use, fair use, if you will. But I don't feel like dealing with YouTube's nonsense today. They constantly do weird things to my channel. I'm kind of getting tired of it. But if you have time, you might want to actually check out that acceptance speech from Selena Gomez because it's very relevant to this video. And Britney actually quotes that speech in a social media post that we're going to be talking about in this video. But without further ado, go ahead and grab some snacks, maybe grab some tea because this one's going to get juicy. What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and before I get into this video, I would like to ask all of you all to please consider becoming a channel member today. I'm trying to get more channel members rolling in so I can start pumping out more members only content, so we can start having some really intimate conversations about all the crazy stuff that I talk about. And in the members only videos, I won't have to censor my words, and we won't have to worry about the crazy fans of all of these random people that we talk about. Now, you're probably wondering, why was that clip of Selena Gomez at the beginning of this video? Well, it just so turns out that Britney threw some shade at Selena Gomez today, and then she deleted it. Now, I've been following this Britney story for a while, and she keeps posting the same exact photo of Selena Gomez. And every time she does, it's almost as if she's taking slight digs at Selena Gomez in the captions. At one point, it seemed like she was comparing Selena to her mom. And, I tried not to read too much into it because with Britney, it's sometimes hard to understand what she's trying to say or what she's getting at. So I kind of gave it a pass a few times. It's literally happened, I believe, 3 or 4 times by now. But this morning, she did it again. But before I even get into the shade, she posted this "Hold Me Closer" photo that I guess was made by a fan. And I mean, listen, I'm going to try to be nice. I'm going to be nice here. We're 3 days away from this song dropping, right? Doesn't it come out on the August 16th or something like that? Maybe I'm wrong. But we're right around the corner from the song dropping, and the only promo we got is a bad Photoshop of a disheveled, kind of sad, mad looking crazy Britney head on top of a body that doesn't even belong to her, standing next to an Elton John from years ago. We are a few days away from this song coming out, and this is what we got? And the Yes Queen Britney fans are treating this like it's fucking masterpiece. This is gold. Holy hell, Britney and Elton. And I'm looking at this like, what? And this is nothing against the person who made this. You took the time out of your day to make this. It's not your fault that Britney doesn't have anyone around her that cares about her. It's not your fault that Britney doesn't have a team together to work on promos. And this is how she promotes her song. With a crazy looking picture that looks like she made it herself. Maybe Sam pumped it out. This is terrible. Okay, I'll call it what it is. And like I said, that's nothing against the person who put this together in Photoshop. I'm sure I could have did this as well. I mean, this is pretty bad. It's nothing wrong with Britney sharing fan art. But when you have no promotion for your song and this is the only thing you have, is there even any faith in this song being successful? Do they even want this song to be successful? Does anyone even care? So it makes me really feel weird about the team that's surrounding Britney when they haven't worked on any promo for her. And this is what she has to share to promote her new song. And if you're a Britney fan, even if you disagree with everything that I say about Britney and how I feel about Britney, this should raise some red flags. I mean, I'm not saying this shows that Britney's under control and she's a slave or whatever. But it shows that they don't even give a damn. It's just like, here, this will promote the song. But anyway, she shows this picture. And when you swipe to the right, she shares the same picture of Selena Gomez again. And I'm just sitting here like, why in the world would she do this? This is awkward. This is weird. She keeps repeatedly sharing the same exact photo of Selena Gomez, and sometimes it doesn't even make sense for her to do so. And then I read the caption. Conservative diplomatic voice. I had everything but broken inside. I never wanted to be the girls who show their bodies. BS. Try being covered for 4 months with no keys. I have the right to express my body, my mouth, my eyes, my heart, and feet, and show whatever I want. Please express that mouth on me. My body was manipulated, abused, and torn by people not my friends. I have beautiful friends who give me joy and lift my ass higher every day. If my shallow smile approach offends anyone, which I only have learned to copy, so sorry. PSSS, come on icons, who we be fooling? PSSSS, name of song is Hold Me Closer. PSSSSSSSSS, own. And thank you so much for this incredible art. I appreciate this and all of your support. It means so much to me. I can't wait for you all to hear what I've been working on. When you have to literally cherry pick fan art off the internet to promote your songs, that's how you know you got a bad team around you. Now, reading this, there are a few things that stuck out. She talks about how she has beautiful friends who give her joy and lift her ass higher every day. Where are those friends? Have you seen any? Who? Sam? Vicky T? There's no denying the fact that we know that Britney doesn't have any friends. And Britney's own friends have been trying to reach out to her and they can't. They can't get in touch with Britney. So the comment about how she has these friends that make her feel amazing, I find that kind of odd because we know that she's literally by herself almost 24/7. And, you know, she's around bodyguards and Sam and Vicky, and I believe they unfollowed each other on Instagram or something weird happened there. I don't know. I didn't even want to get into that. But when I read through this and I saw the Selena Gomez pic, I was like, what the hell does this have to do with anything at all? And then I remembered that little speech that Selena Gomez gave. And then I had to go look back at the post and I see like, oh, because I originally thought that Britney was posting this to respond to her kids. Because ever since it has come out that her kids are disturbed by her naked photos, she has been doubling down on wanting to post naked photos and sway back, you know, side to side. And she's made it clear, or whoever is behind her account has made it clear that their priority is not her kids. Their priority is to keep on posting this weird stuff on Instagram. So I was thinking, oh, this is just a response because she's mad at K-Fed for releasing those videos. And she's, you know, mad at her kids. She's been bashing her kids online for a couple of days now, literally talking bad about her own children because they don't want to see their mom naked. And I think that's perfectly normal not to want to see your mom naked. You can make whatever excuse you want in the world. But what about this woman? What about that woman? Well, what about this? What about the year? What about that? It doesn't matter. Kids don't want to see their mom naked on the internet. And then I seen the argument, well, K-Fed didn't have a problem when Britney was naked on music videos. Well, K-Fed isn't Britney's kids. Stop dismissing how the kids feel. I'm not team K-Fed, and I'm not even team Britney right now. I'm team Britney's kids. Yes, I agree Britney's been through some trauma, and she needs to deal with that trauma, but she doesn't need to inflict trauma on her kids while she's dealing with her issues. And that is what is happening. Yeah, the yelling videos, we went over them. I didn't think that they were that big of a deal. A mother has the right to discipline her kids, and her kids weren't acting like angels either. No kids are, let's be honest. My only issue with that video is something that everyone is choosing to ignore. And that is at the beginning of the video that they released, you hear Britney saying that one of her sons said that she was weird for having her boobs out, and that there was something wrong with her for having her boobs out. Now, the video is heavily edited, but if you listen to the beginning of the clip, She says that they said something is wrong with me because my boobs are out. And then she goes on this whole rant about how she's a woman and they need to respect her as a woman. So I'm thinking that the argument was literally about Britney walking around naked or exposed around her kids, and her kids had an issue with it. But let's go forward. She says, I had everything but broken inside. That was an obvious typo. And then she starts talking about how I never wanted to be the girls who showed their bodies. She directly quoted Selena Gomez, shared a picture of Selena Gomez, and then goes off saying that whatever Selena Gomez said was BS because she could show her body if she wants to. Because in the speech, Selena Gomez literally was coming from therapy. And she was talking about how she had everything in the world, but she still wasn't happy. And she felt overexposed, and she no longer wanted to be that girl posting the naked photos or half-naked photos online and doing it all over Instagram. And she straight up said, I don't need to see your bodies on Instagram. I'm worried about what's in here. And I guess Britney took offense to that. Mind you, this acceptance speech that Selena Gomez gave was a while back. It had nothing to do with Britney at all. But ever since Selena Gomez went to Britney's wedding, Britney's been sharing this picture of Selena Gomez and taking little digs, comparing her to her mother and things like that. And we have to remember that Selena Gomez didn't even know Britney. They never met each other before she showed up at her wedding. I'm sure she was invited or whatever. But it seems like Britney got upset because Selena Gomez said some things that were similar to what Britney's own mother was telling her. But now there's no denying the fact. You know, I glossed over it a couple of times. I made excuses for it a couple of times. I ignored it a couple of times. This has to be the fourth or fifth time she shared this picture. And now she shared a direct Selena Gomez quote and then goes on to say how that's BS and that she is going to show her body and her butt and everything whenever she wants to. So in reality, what it looks like to me here, folks, it looks like Britney or someone who's running Britney's account, I will always leave open that possibility. It looks like Britney is feeling kind of bitter towards Selena Gomez. Because Selena Gomez got out of rehab and then went down the right path and started carrying herself with more respect and started choosing her photos and the photos that she allowed to be taken of her wisely. She did what most would view as probably the healthiest thing to do, right? Whereas Britney went the opposite direction. So Britney is sitting over here bitter, throwing shade because Selena Gomez got out of rehab and started making her life better, whereas Britney has just been spiraling out of control ever since getting out of this conservatorship. And she thinks it's BS that, oh, you don't have to show your bodies. BS, try being covered for 4 months with no keys. It's like, I get it. Britney went through a lot. She hasn't been out of this conservatorship, if she even is out of it, for long. But, I mean, are we just supposed to sit here and watch and applaud as she plays the victim 24/7? Are we supposed to sit here and get excited because we have another Britney post of her talking about, playing the victim card and talking about how hard her life was? Spoiler alert. This may be a little controversial, but Britney's life in the conservatorship is still probably, Britney's life while she was in the conservatorship was probably still better than most of y'all's lives, and probably better than mine. She had a little more freedom than what she leads on. And I don't see why she should be here tearing someone else down because they chose to get out of rehab and not start posting naked photos. And not start doing all of this weird stuff. Yet Britney, she can't fathom it. It's so important for her. It is so important for her that she'll call out her own kids. She'll call out Selena Gomez. She'll call out everybody. Because it's so important for her to post these photos on Instagram. Now, she could do whatever she wants to do. She's a grown woman. But what you do, it comes with consequences. And it doesn't matter how I feel about the naked photos. It doesn't matter how you feel about the naked photos. If it's damaging her kid's relationship with her, it's up to her to figure out what's more important. Is it more important for me to sway side to side and show you the top of my vagina every day? Or is it more important for me to rekindle my relationship with my sons? It's clear to me from her Instagram what's more important. And over the past, week or two, since all of this drama's been going down, I think we have been given a lot of solid evidence that Britney really is free. And that this is really Britney. This really is what Britney wants to do. That Britney does just want to sway side to side, try on ugly clothes, and twirl around in circles. And she has every right to do that if she wants. But I don't want to see her crying 20 years from now because her kids don't talk to her. And she regrets it. All because posting some naked selfies of her butthole was more important than her own kids. Yeah. Judging by the videos, maybe her kids are a little bratty. But what I see is everyone making excuses for Britney. Oh, this is just a normal mother doing normal mother things, disciplining her kids like a normal mother would. And I agree with that. I agree with all of that. But these are also normal teenagers that are getting on their mom's nerves, that are doing some things that they don't want their mom to do. And let's not sit here and act as if she was yelling at them because they got caught committing crimes. Her son walked into a store barefoot, and he probably got that from his mom, because I seem to remember Britney walking in public bathrooms barefoot and stuff like that. And if we're talking about respect and how her kids are disrespectful, I believe that you have to earn your respect, even as a parent. Yeah, I believe kids should always respect their parents. But if you're naked every single day, running around twirling in circles, acting like a little kid, dating someone that's way younger than you, acting like a child, with your ass butt out, do you really think the kids are going to respect you as much as they could when they see that from you? So let's not ignore that fact. I'm not here to say that Britney's a monster. I'm not here to say that the videos were even that bad. But I mean, I feel as everyone is one-sided. Oh, Britney, oh, this is so bad. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, when I made that video, people started commenting, and they didn't even watch the video. I said in the video that I think it's a low blow, it's a scummy move to release those videos. But they're released now. And after watching them, I don't think they were that bad, but there was a couple of things in there that I noticed. And everyone wants to ignore the fact that the argument started, or at least that's how it looked. The video was choppy and probably edited, I'll admit that. But at the beginning, there was literally a conversation about how her boobs were out and her kids said that something was wrong with her. And then it goes on to her talking about how she's a woman, respect her as a woman. Maybe she's saying that because she feels that her kids were off-put by her walking around showing her womanly breasts. And for someone to be so obsessed that she's been ranting, I've ignored a few of these posts. She's deleted like half a dozen posts over the past few days. And I've been trying to just ignore it. But it's like she's ranting and raving over the fact that her kids have this issue with her getting naked. And now she's gone back and looked at an old Selena Gomez interview and then decided I'm going to quote Selena Gomez and then go off about how I'm going to be naked and express my body if I want. But like I said, this is some pretty solid evidence, in my opinion, that this is Britney. I'm not fully convinced. I'm almost like 99% there. Like, oh, this is just Britney, and Britney has something wrong with her. And like I said, if I do get to the bottom of that and find that out, I'm going to lose a lot of respect for this woman, because it looks as if she's been doing a lot of this crazy stuff knowing that it gets attention. Because whenever Britney posts anything normal, it's, it doesn't get many comments. It doesn't get as many views or likes. But as soon as she does some off-the-wall stuff, here comes the comments, here comes the engagement, here comes the attention. And I don't know if she's enjoying the attention that she's getting because everyone is concerned about her. And if that's the case, then I find that sickening, that you would exploit your own fans like that, knowing that your fans are worried about you and they think you might still be in a bad situation like you used to be in. So you keep posting these things to make them worry more, because that's how you get everyone involved and everyone worried about Britney Spears. And I mean, in my opinion, if this was someone else behind all of this, would they really be wanting to create this much of a commotion? I get sabotaging Britney and making her look kind of crazy and, you know, posting these videos that make people question her mental health and if she should be free or whatever. I get that. But it's like, now y'all are going so far as to having public disputes with Britney's kids and random stuff like that. It seems like you're bringing in a little too much attention, maybe more attention than someone would want if they're literally trying to still control Britney. And with all this attention that's coming in, it's just like more and more people are noticing that something's wrong. When these videos got released, Britney got a ton of new followers. A ton of new people started paying attention to Britney again. And now most of them are sitting there scratching their heads. You can go to the comment section on her Instagram, and it's like a lot of the new people that started paying attention to the situation, it didn't take them long. You know, after a day of following her, they're like, oh, okay, now I kind of understand what everyone's been talking about. There's definitely something off here. Things are just starting to add up that just kind of shows that this is Britney. And that's very disappointing. I mean, for me, and I know it's going to be even more disappointing for a lot of people out there, at least the people who are honest with themselves. There's still going to be people making excuses, but eventually they're going to have to come around when they realize that this is what you're going to get. But even if Britney's free, like I've said before, Britney will never be fully free. Maybe she doesn't have a current conservatorship over her controlling her. But it's obvious that if this isn't someone else running Britney's account, then Britney is mentally ill. And that's almost just as bad, because it looks as if her husband and her assistants and the people working alongside her are taking advantage of that. I mean, it's not like they're doing any other work. It's not like they're working on promos for Hold Me Closer. Hell, some random fan had to make this thing. So what are they really doing? I think people have to start asking these questions. And I think everyone needs to start mentally preparing themselves for the fact that this is Britney. The woman who spins around in circles 24/7, posts incoherent captions on Instagram, constantly shows her butthole, and has dog poop all over her floor. That's the Britney Spears that we all used to know and love. And this is who she has been reduced to now. I just think people need to start opening their eyes. I'm going to continue looking into the situation, but I have various other situations that I'm looking into as well. If you're someone that's tired of the Britney coverage, then don't worry. I have other content on my channel as well. We're following the Ezra Miller story. We're following the missing girl Kylie Rodney, so you can go check out those videos too. But I don't know how to feel about the situation. I'm getting disappointed. I'm getting disgusted. I'm feeling iffy. It's just all around yucky, you know? And the fact that she deleted this post, or she deleted the caption, it lets you know that she knows, like, oh, people caught on to the fact that she's throwing shade and now she's trying to hide it. Whatever. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all on the next video.